Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're making hamburger stew. We're going to start out by adding 2 to 3 Chile Guajillos to a small amount of water. Place it on the burner on medium-high heat. As soon as it reaches the boiling point, remove it from the burner. Leave the peppers in the hot water until they cool down. Meanwhile, we're going to begin to cook the meat. In a medium stock pot, add 1.5 to 2 pounds of lean ground beef. When preparing this recipe, use ground beef that has a low amount of fat, or if you're using one with a higher percentage of fat, drain out the fat before adding the onion and the garlic. Using your spoon, break down the meat and cook over medium-high heat for about 10 to 15 minutes with frequent movement, or until you no longer see pink in the meat. Add half a chopped white onion and 2 minced garlic cloves. Mix in the onion and the garlic with the ground beef until it's well combined. Season with salt and pepper, mix that in and continue cooking for an additional 5 to 7 minutes or until the onion and the garlic are nice and fragrant. Meanwhile, we're going to prepare the sauce for the stew. Add 4 Roma tomatoes to the blender, the 3 Chile Guajillos. To help blend the ingredients, add 2 cups of water, beef or chicken broth. If you're using water to blend the ingredients, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of beef or chicken bouillon and 1 teaspoon of cumin. Blend on high until it's nice and smooth and set aside. The meat is now well done and the onion and the garlic are nice and fragrant. We're going to give it one last stir before adding the vegetables. I'm going to add 2 diced potatoes, 1 cup of diced carrots, and 1 cup of diced celery. Mix in the vegetables until they're well combined with the meat. This recipe is very easy to prepare and it can be prepared in many different ways. You can also follow the same recipe and instead of adding the sauce from the blender, add the seasonings directly into the pot and add a couple tablespoons of chili powder and make it into a picadillo. You can also add or take away any vegetables that you prefer and prepare it to your liking. I'm also going to add 1 can of corn, which equals to about 1 cup of corn. Mix in the corn with the rest of the ingredients and cook for about 1 to 2 minutes with frequent movement before adding the sauce from the blender. Add the sauce from the blender and add an additional 3 to 4 cups of water to the blender to get the remainder of the sauce that remains in the blender. Add it to the pot. Mix in the sauce with the rest of the ingredients. Once it's well combined, give it a taste to see if it needs additional salt or seasoning. Leave your burner on high heat. Once it reaches the boiling point, turn it down to a medium heat and add 1 diced zucchini. Give it a light stir to mix in the zucchinis and simmer for an additional 12 to 15 minutes. This recipe goes great over red rice and it tastes very similar to albondigas soup, except without all the work that it takes to make albondigas. After 12 to 15 minutes, turn off the burner but leave the pot on the burner. Cover for 10 minutes before enjoying this delicious stew. This stew is best enjoyed when it's nice and cold outside, but if you're a Latina mom like me, we like to prepare it when it's 110 degrees outside. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and family so they don't miss out on future recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video with a different recipe.